Hi, my name is Mike Arce, CEO of Loud Rumor, an organization that helps fitness studios all over the world grow and be more successful. I'm also the host of Top Fitness Business Podcast, the GSD Show, and your host on this podcast as well. The goal of this podcast is to help you stay informed on some good ideas that your fitness studio can implement to succeed during this pandemic. And in this episode, I wanted to talk to you about shifting, because that's something you're going to have to do. And not necessarily all of you. Some of you are primed to be able to take your stuff at home. Some of you are having a little bit of a harder time. Great example are studios that have like Cycle, right? Not everyone has a bike. Pilates. Most people do not have a reformer machine at their house. Dance studios, soccer coaches. So I was actually, let's take it to those two examples, but I'm gonna get to spin. I'm gonna get to Pilates, all that, because it's actually a lot easier than you think. Okay, you're overcomplicating it. Chances are you are overcomplicating. I'm gonna show you how to simplify. So talking to a person that runs a dance studio. And she's got adults, she's got kids, and she's like, man, it's just really hard because when they signed up, the idea was we're going to do a recital. In order to do a recital, we have to do a rehearsal. In order to do a rehearsal, we have to have practices, and those practices require us to all have unison. We're all synchronized, and we're all doing the dance at the same time. We have to go around each other and through each other and do all these things. We can't do that with Zoom. Everyone's Wi-Fi is a little different, so it's hard to be synchronized, and you can't do it with music, and it's just off. And she's right. She is absolutely right. You cannot replicate the experience in a physical setting online in some of these cases. In this case, she's absolutely right. However, what she needs to focus on is not what they signed up for, but why they signed up. That's what's most important. And the same thing goes for all of you. So why they signed up. I'll tell you right now, I've got 3 daughters, and all of my daughters are in dance, and none of them signed up because they wanted to be synchronized and they wanted to do these things. So they go around each other and through each other and on a stage. That's not why they signed up. Why they signed up, they like dance. They wanted to dance. It's fun. It's been around for centuries and centuries, and it'll be around for centuries and centuries. It's never going to go away. Dance is a part of our culture. So they just like to dance. You see kids dance for no reason. You put music on, they just naturally dance. They know what to do. Our bodies do it. It's part of us. And so we wanted to just get them to be able to learn dance moves. That was it, just something fun for them where the kids can be kids. And so that teacher can still be on showing them dance moves and then showing them how to do it to the music and showing them how to actually do it. I understand dance. I consider myself a pretty good dancer. And I know that there's so much to learn that doesn't need you to be synchronized with 12 other kids at the same time. So what she needs to focus on is not what they signed up for, it's why they signed up. It's fun. Same thing with soccer. I've been coaching soccer now. I've coached 4 seasons of soccer for my kids. And I'll tell you, I didn't sign any of them up so that they can learn how to, pass to each other and do all these plays. That's not why I signed them up. I signed them up because I wanted them to be healthy. I wanted them to be fit. I wanted them to understand a sport. I didn't want them to be glued to an iPad and be sedentary and develop a routine in life about not being active and not feeling competitiveness and all that stuff. But here's the thing, I hear it all the time. The person you should be competing with more than anyone is yourself. And so there's things that you can do in a 6x6 square foot space with a soccer ball. I know because I've coached 4 seasons, and there's so many cool things that you can do. But she's focusing on she's wanting to replicate that experience in home. You're not going to do that. Not anybody listening going, yeah, but that's not what they want. Dude, it doesn't matter what they want because what they want doesn't exist right now anyway. It's not like you're choosing your in-home soccer experience versus all the other soccer associations that are out there letting them play. No one's able to do what you are doing. You're not doing an at-home thing because you messed up. You're doing an at-home thing because there's a pandemic. No one's able to do it. So really the only thing you're competing with is people being sedentary or another person that just didn't have that limitation in their mind that, oh, we can't do it at home. So they decided to do it because you didn't. That's it. You're only competing with people that are as stubborn as you need to be in order to get this. And you got to be stubborn. You got to say, you know what, we're going to do it anyway. Cycle, same thing. I've done cycle. I love cycle. I wouldn't do cycle for no reason. There is no joy in riding a bike in the same spot. Now, riding a bike throughout the neighborhood, riding a bike in a park, that's fun. But I would never for fun ride a bicycle unless it did what? It got me in shape. Now, the reason I ride the bike is because I can get in shape from it. But if I couldn't get in shape, I wouldn't do it. It's no way near as good as watching Tiger King on TV. But Tiger King doesn't get me in shape. The bike does. So remember why they signed up. Same thing with Pilates. I wouldn't be on that machine if I couldn't get in better shape. I would never do it. But it gets me in shape. So I'll put myself through a little bit of struggle and strain in order to get the results that I believe that machine can get me. Okay, so now the question is, yeah, but now you don't have the machine. Yeah, but neither does anybody else. No one's able to do it. So you got to remember that this is very difficult. I think this is what people are having a hard time sinking in, is they're forgetting that the whole world is shut down. So if your cycle studio is shut down, so is every other cycle studio. You've got to be able to find a way to pivot. It's been a key word for this whole thing, right? This whole pandemic, people have got to find a way to pivot. You've got to find a way to get to the why. Guys, I'm not giving up on you. I know why you came to me. You came to me because you wanted to get in better shape. You came to me because you wanted to be more fit. You came to me because you wanted someone to push you and hold you accountable and make sure you got there. That's me. And I know that the world is kind of turned us on our heads right now. It's turned me on my head too, but I don't care. We're still going to stay in shape. We're going to get in shape because that's what you guys counted on me for. I'm not going to let you down. Don't give up on me. I won't give up on you. Right? That needs to be your mentality. And that needs to be clear in the message that you're delivering to people when you do the things that you do without even having to say it. Just your actions that you take, the initiative that you take. What do people really care about? They really want to know how to stay fit. They want to know how to stay healthy. So stop looking for ways to reinvent your business in an at-home experience. Instead, find ways to give people the real reason why they signed up with you in the first place. Remember, riding a bike in the same spot's boring as hell. And if it wasn't that there was a fitness result at the end of it, I would never do it. Neither would anybody else. So get to the real reason. I want to get in shape. Stop finding ways to reinvent. Start finding ways to recreate. Create a new thing, right? Create a new thing that needs to happen. And remember, it's only temporary. If you're like, well, that's not what I signed up for. I know it's not what you signed up for. You didn't sign up for what, though? Maybe you didn't sign up to do an at-home experience. No, you didn't. But what you did sign up for is to be an entrepreneur. As soon as you decided I'm going to start a company, it's what you did. And what that means is you have to be prepared to make adjustments. You have to be prepared to adapt. And if you're not prepared to adjust, if you're not prepared to adapt, if you're not prepared to evolve, and maybe what you should be questioning is, are you actually fit to be an entrepreneur? I'll tell you right now you are, but the people around you may not be. So what's most likely the issue is you need to get out of the circle you've been hanging out with and you need to dive more into the circle of people that are real entrepreneurs that are figuring this out. Because when you do that, you'll become a product of that environment, and that's the environment you want to become a product of. So find a good circle, get connected, stop looking for excuses, stop looking for reasons why it's not going to work, it's not going to fail, because whatever you look for, you're going to find. Instead, find a reason how it's going to work, find how you can turn things around, find how you can come out of this as the most successful fitness studio out there during this pandemic that people would have said, man, I should have done that. Oh, we could have done that. That's what you really want to aim for. Look for that. Because if you're going to be looking for something anyway, look for that, not excuses.